Once again from New York, Katie Couric.
There it is. You can see it up there on the marquee. One of the biggest names in all of entertainment, Bette Midler. She'll come here to New York City's famed Radio City Music Hall for 30 shows next month. The 6-week New York engagement is expected to become the biggest grossing concert series in history. It's certain to be the highlight of Midler's first concert tour in 10 years. The tour actually begins this week, Friday night to be exact, in Minneapolis. There, the divine Miss M returns to the stage after a decade away.
I love show business. It's my life.
Vintage Bette Midler. Bawdy, bodacious, burlesque.
Actually, I had this dress made especially for the guys in the balcony. How you doing, fellas?
Definitely not politically correct.
Better now, I suppose.
At first, it was fun to be tasteless.
I tickled myself.
But now it's not so much fun to be tasteless because everybody's so tasteless. They're more tasteless than I even dreamed they could be.
So it's more fun to have taste.
So now it's better to have taste. See, that's always the way I've been. The pendulum goes this way, I have to go that way. The pendulum goes here, I have to go over there. I have to. I don't have that. I cannot be part of any kind of herd mentality.
At 47, she may be milder, but she is, after all, still Midler. And that's what audiences will be counting on when she returns to the stage this weekend.
Keep on lifting me. Keep on lifting me. Keep on lifting me. Keep on lifting me.
You haven't done this for 10 years, though, a concert tour.
Holy moly, yeah.
Are you nervous about that?
Nervous? I'm absolutely panic-stricken. That doesn't just nervous. I'm flipped. I hope I won't forget a lot of things, because, you know, you get a little older and your memory starts to... Did I say that already?
She'll have the next 2 months to prove her memory's intact and convince fans that an audience with Bette is still a divine experience. How are you different from this whole persona, the divine Miss M?
Well, that is a lady that I just put on when I have to go out. I'm not like this in real life. You know, sometimes you just want to lay down, you know, and put a mud pack on. You do. And just, you know, take the bra off and just let them take a breath.
Are you much more conservative than your on-stage persona?
I'm more conservative than anybody could even believe. I am more conservative than, I shouldn't admit this. I am deeply and painfully conservative. Yes, I am.
Really?
Yes, I am.
Give me an
because
example.
I have standards. I have standards. They're low, but I have them.
What are you really like, though, in private?
In private, I'm a very bookish person. It's not that I'm intellectual, because I'm, like, nowhere near intellectual. I'm resentful that I never went to college, because I never went to college. And, like, I'll say something like, he was weazened. And they'll say, what do you mean he was weazened? You mean he was wizened? And I'll say, oh, wizened? Oh, is that how it's pronounced? Oh, I'm sorry. So I know I'm not intellectual, but I'm bright. And I'm conniving. You know, I'm shrewd. I'm a smart cookie. That's what Andy Warhol said. You never forget things people say about you.
She has survived and pushed, always striving to prove she's more than a campy chanteuse with a bell-shaped bod, which is one of the reasons she spent the last 10 years concentrating on the box office instead of the billboards.
I had that goal, you know. I set that goal for myself. I'm going to be in pictures. I'm going to live forever.
Her first starring role, The Rose, in 1979. Do you think The Rose, Bette, was your finest hour, looking back on your movies so far?
I was robbed. yeah, probably. Probably, because it had the most weight and the most intelligence behind it.
You were nominated for an Oscar.
I was.
And yet afterwards, the parts didn't come pouring into you.
No, they didn't.
Why?
They still don't come. They dribble. Why not? I don't know. I guess they thought I was a one-shot wonder, you know.
I got him! I called 911!
In 1986, things began looking up with Down and Out in Beverly Hills.
Get him over the street now!
Playing the rich, shallow, manicured matron Barbara Whiteman, Bette walked away with the show.
Barbara, I knew that light shade.
I wanted you to teach me the Barbara walk.
The Barbara walk.
And
you
you've
have to
got
be
the
on
right-
very high heels.
Well, you've got the right
Very
one.
toe heel, toe heel, toe heel, toe heel. Shoulders back.
It's an attitude.
Chest forward. Well, what do you look like you're trying to strangle a baby pig? What's
Sorry. I'll try one more
Be
time.
natural.
Just
Be
be
natural.
natural,
Just
okay.
be natural.
Okay. Okay.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Are we ready? Start on the right foot. Toe heel, toe heel. Toe heel, toe heel, toe heel, toe heel, toe heel.
What do you think?
Demented.
Thank you. Down and Out was the beginning of a lucrative 10-picture deal with Disney. It wasn't high culture, more high camp. But if she wasn't winning Oscars, she was making big bucks for the studio. More than $300 million. She had star power. That enabled her to flex her muscles in more sensitive, dramatic films like Beaches.
Did you ever know that you're my hero? But a man came along, made my life like a song, and taught me these words of
But few films hit as sour a note as her 1991 pet project, For the Boys.
I want some hugging and some teasing and some hugging and some teasing and some stuff like that, baby.
Passed up by Disney, she did it herself.
Alone in the dark with thousands of men. There is a God after all.
The picture bombed. She took it personally and withdrew. We haven't really seen you on the big screen since For the Boys.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I can tell you're getting serious.
Not yet.
Oh, you're lowering your
Not
voice.
yet.
Your voice
Not
just dropped
yet.
a little, dropped a step and a half.
That was a big disappointment.
Wasn't that big of a
Okay,
thing.
we haven't seen you since For the Boys.
That's what they usually do. We haven't seen you since For the Boys. That's right.
That was a big disappointment.
It was a big disappointment, but fortunately I got over it. I'm much more sanguine than I used to be about these things.
In what way?
Well, I just feel like, well, you know, I mean, what can you do? You win some and you lose some. The whole thing is a crapshoot. And you don't know what the public is going to like.
The hurt and disappointment made her a bit camera shy.
I did turn down Sister Act, and I'm terribly sorry I turned down Sister Act.
Are you?
I cannot describe how unhappy I am. I turned down Sister Act because I didn't want to be in a wimple for 2 hours. Then when I think about all the money that Whoopi Goldberg probably made wearing a wimple for 2 hours,
You want to kill yourself?
I do. I want to kill myself.
This summer, she finally said yes to Hocus Pocus, in which she plays a high-flying nasty witch with buck teeth and a seriously bad hair day.
Hello there. Let me see you drive it first.
In fact, the reason I did this picture was because my husband said, you know what your problem is? You are too vain. I said, yes, you are right.
Hello.
If there's anyone who keeps her grounded, it's her husband of 9 years, Martin von Hasselberg, a commodities broker turned performance artist. In 1985, the readers of People magazine voted your marriage the least likely to succeed.
I fooled them, huh?
Why do you
I
think
stayed
it has?
married just to screw him.
They have one daughter, 6-year-old Sophie. Do you want to have more kids?
Yes, I do. In fact, I think next year I'm going to try to have another baby.
Really?
Mm-hmm. This is my last gasp.
This is important to me, and I have a lot to say, and I know that most women in America wish they had this.
Bette's greatest hit? Perhaps last year when, as Johnny's final guest, she said goodbye to the man who meant so much to her career. The funny and heartfelt farewell earned her an Emmy.
You made me watch you. I love the the jokes you're flogging when you are monologuing. I watched your hair turn slowly from dark to white. And when I can't sleep, I count your wives at night.
No, I haven't seen it yet. You haven't seen it?
No, I didn't see it.
Don't you want to?
No.
Why not?
Because the memory of it was so wonderful.
For all of the years, for the laughs, for the tears, for the class that you showed, make it one